With the recent drip marketing of Wuthering Waves and the next big releases in the form of Aemeath, Luuk, and Mornye, our next new resonators, it's time we sit down, analyze the future outcome, and make a priority list that's best for our accounts. So starting with the characters, version 3.0 is giving us 2 support and sub-DPS units. First is Lynae, who is already released, and she turned out to be one of the strongest sub-DPS buffers in the entire game. Right now, she is the best unit to get for any free-to-play players and beginners. Coming to Mornye, seeing the new Echo set, Halo of Starry Radiance, and the new 4-cost Echo, it's pretty clear she will be the best in-slot healer for upcoming Tune Break DPS units, and she should synergize insanely well with Lynae, making this duo insanely broken for future DPS. The Echo set provides 25% attack for the entire team depending on the off-tune build-up rate, which means she's going to help you build Tune Break faster. Now, talking about future units, starting with Aemeath, she is a fusion sword unit, and seeing we already got 2 supports in this patch, she is pretty surely going to be a DPS. As said, her main mechanics should be around Fusion Burst and Tune Break mechanics, mainly Tune Break because it doesn't make sense to give 2 back-to-back Tune Break supports without a DPS. There's also a possibility that she finally introduces the Fusion Burst mechanic. For those who have no idea what Fusion Burst is, it's going to be another negative status mechanic. When Fusion Burst is stacked to its max, all stacks will be removed to trigger an explosion, dealing fusion damage around the target. Fusion Burst stacks up to 10 times by default. The higher the stacks, the more damage dealt. But as said, both of the new DPS are not looking to be providing any negative status buffs, especially Fusion Burst buffs, so it looks like she will be more of a DPS who depends on Tune Break mechanics to deal more damage. According to me, her best in-slot team is looking to be Mornye, Lynae, and Aemeath, and if she does have Fusion Burst in her kit, then supports like Qiuyuan can be very good for her. Also, seeing the 4-cost Echo Reactor Husk providing energy recharge, and the new standard banner weapon also providing energy recharge, it highly suggests that Aemeath is most probably going to be a liberation-based damage dealer. Her major source of damage can be Liberation, which can also need a ton of energy, and as said, we still do not have any Liberation Fusion DPS yet, so it is likely that she will be a Liberation damage dealer, justifying the new standard sword and the 4-cost Echo. As said, no doubt she will be the next big DPS. It's been 2 full patches since we got a new DPS, and since she will be the first DPS for the new region, expect a lot of high damage and a shakeup in the DPS tier list, especially seeing how broken the new supports are looking. Now, coming to the other DPS, Luuk Herssen is going to be a Spectral Gauntlet user, and pretty surely a main DPS, since we already have an Echo set that is looking to be his best in slot. Seeing the Echo set, it provides a massive amount of basic attack amplification, which also suggests he will be a basic attack damage dealer. Talking further, being a basic attack damage dealer means he will pair insanely well with Sanha as a free-to-play option, and he will also have mechanics revolving around Tune Break, especially as Lynae and Mornye are looking to provide massive Tune Break boosts. Support like Mornye again looks like the best in-slot healer for Luuk, alongside Lynae being the best in-slot sub-DPS and buffer. As said, looking at his outfit and the whole doctor-style design, there could be a possibility of him providing self-healing, and he is looking to be extremely free-to-play because everyone already has Sanhua, and the new standard weapon looks amazing for him as a DPS, especially with the crit damage it provides. Lynae, in specific, is looking to be his best support thanks to massive damage amplification buffs, up to 39% in total, and her 40 Tune Break boost. So yeah, she is looking to be best in slot for Luuk. Now let's talk about the actual pull worth and priority. As said, we already got most of the Renacita reruns except Galbrena and Qiuyuan, so most probably Galbrena and Qiuyuan will be getting their banners alongside the new Luuk and Ameth, which means we could be getting 3 main DPS in one version. Seeing the lore and the sentinel figure of Laharoi, Aemeath is looking to be incredibly strong for new players starting now. She should be your first priority, and it is recommended to get either Mornye or Lynae as the support. And talking about Luuk, he is also going to be an incredible DPS. Even if he does not match the power ceiling of Aemeath, Luuk is going to be one of the most incredibly free-to-play friendly DPS units, thanks to the standard banner weapon and Sanhua. And especially if you already have Lynae, he will perform even stronger. Aside that, since both of them are looking like attack scaling units, they will benefit from generic supports like Verena and Shorekeeper with rejuvenating glow. Now, talking about reruns, for those who are starting new, I would suggest pulling for new units, but for players who already have either Galbrena or Qiuyuan, or even Frolova without Cantarella, you should focus on filling the team. Qiuyuan can be a massive damage increase for Frolova, and Galbrena gives you one stable team for the future. As said, we're still nearly a month away from their release, and we will get more info with time, which will surely help for better planning. Now, talking about the priority list, you should aim to get Aemeath and one of the supports between Lynae and Mornye. Then, if you have enough, choose between Luuk and the rerun teammate you need, especially if you need Qiuyuan for Galbrena or Frolova. I hope this video helped, and make sure you subscribe for more. Till then.